All right, welcome back. We're going to try to now prepare the selling and administrative expense budget for Outdoorsy. So if you haven't already, download that data, and it's based off of the problem we started a few videos ago. So let's go ahead and do our header. Gotta have those straight lines, at least I do. Outdoorsies S&A expense budget. And then again, this was for a quarter, so for the quarter ended March 31st, 2020. So let's go ahead and put our months in. We have January, Feb, March, and total. I believe your book does a total there for S&A. Yep, total column. Okay, so we have our columns. All right, we said the first line item, if you remember from our last video, is to put the expected sales units. Expected sales in units. So you remember it's in units. Okay, and we get that information we said from the sales budget. So we started this one a few videos ago. So if we go back to our sales budget for Outdoorsies, you can see it's $4,500, $4,000, and $4,300. 4,500, 4,000 for February, and then 4,300 for a total of 12,800. Nice. We said next we start to show our costs by behavior. So we're going to go ahead and do variable costs as our little header here. And then we're going to list, indent, and list all of your variable costs. Again, you guys are so lucky you're not face-to-face. I made my other classes memorize all of the formats and everything. Variable costs, indent. Now go through here and find your variable costs. Now it's pretty straightforward because it's expressed per unit, right? So if it says per unit, it's variable, right? If it varies, the more units, that cost goes up, but the amount per unit is the same. That's your definition of a variable cost. So it looks like we have two. So let's go ahead and indent and write sales commissions. Sales commissions. And if you want in parentheses, you can put the amount per unit. So it's 6 for commission. And then we have freight out. That's another name for like delivery or shipping expense. And it looks like it's $2 per unit. Pretty good for a pair of shoes, actually. Again, I need to make these more realistic. Golly goodness. All right, so to figure out the total, just multiply by the number of units times the per unit cost. So for sales commission, we should get 27,000. We'll go ahead and put a $sign on it because now we're leaving the world of units and going into dollars. And it's the first in that column. And then for freight, you should get 9,000. And you don't need a $sign on that one because we remember it's just the first of the column. All right, and go ahead and finish off the rest of your columns. So 24,000 and 8,000 for February. March 25,800. And then 8,600. I'm doing all these in my head, by the way. Yeah. 76,800 and adding across 25,600. There you go. So those are your total variable costs. We just had 2 in this example for our period costs. So go ahead and add it up to get your total variable costs. So you see what I mean? It's not a very like stimulating statement. I'm just going through the motions. It's just gotta be done. All right, 36,000, 32, 34,400, and 102,400. Skip a line and go down to your fixed costs. And then we're going to individually list them. Oh, I hope I left enough room. Okay. All right. So anything that's given to you as a standard standalone amount, that's going to be your fixed. So it looks like we have salaries, depreciation, advertising, and property taxes. So a total of 4. I hope I have enough room. It might get a little scrunched. Sorry. Salaries, depreciation, advertising, and property taxes. Oh, it's so scrunched. I'm so sorry. And then total fixed costs. And then we're going to add our fixed cost to our variable cost, and that's going to give us our total selling and admin. So fixed costs are easy. So monthly operating expenses. Again, if it had given to us for the quarter, then we would have had to divide by 3, but they just gave us monthly. Easy peasy. 50,000. You don't need to repeat the dollar sign because it's again in the same column. Depreciation was 4. Advertising 5. Property taxes 3. Oh, so scratched. So that gives you total fixed costs of 62. Add 62 to the 36, and we're gonna get 98,000. Oh, it's so tiny. Double underline. So sorry. Now the nice thing is they're fixed costs. They don't change. So it's going to be the same for every single column. Fun times. So just copy it across at your own leisure. And why do I have 5,000 there? Oh, I switched them apparently. Depreciation. I'll just copy across. Yeah, super fun times. Hopefully you guys are all well. Maybe reading some books during this crazy time. Finished my last one. I'm on to my new fun book. And we're doing home projects. We've been working on our free library. You guys will all be happy to know. We painted the trim and we just have to install it. But hopefully soon, it only took us a year, hopefully soon we'll have a free library outside of our house. So that's what's going on with my life and my projects. Hopefully you guys are doing well too. Feel free to email me and tell me what's going on and what fun things you guys are doing to avoid going insane, especially if you have children in the house. Add across, and we get 288,400. Yay! Okay, so again, fixed cost, it's fine. It's the same, right? Unless it tells you like in the month of February, rent increases to a new amount. Otherwise, you just assume it's the same because that's the definition of fixed cost. All right, and we're going to need all that information to then go on to our next budget, which is the budgeted income statement. So go ahead and watch that video where I'll tell you what the budgeted income statement is, the format, and then we'll come back and prepare it for Outdoorsies. All right, see you later.